Alright, so I was going to walk through this project with you guys. We're going to place 5 nonlinear, non-quadratic functions in quadrant 1 in a 0 to 10 by 0 to 10 window. Okay? You can have one cubic polynomial, but no more than that. The rest of them need to be sines or tangents or rational functions or e to the x or whatever you like. Now, you can do this a couple of ways, but if it's me, I'm going to go ahead and graph the line y equals 10 because that's actually a function too. That's the top of my function, obviously. And y equals, or x equals 10 rather, is the far side of my function. And of course, we're looking at functions in this box right here. Okay? So my first one might be cosine of x. Then you're like, I don't like that, Jay. It hangs out the bottom. Good. This is a good review for you. What if I jacked it up a ways? Oh, that's cool. I like it. Nice. One problem that we'll be doing on the assignment might, well, there's several different parts of this assignment. There's like 9 of them actually. So we'll look at this in just a minute. So I'm going to place these guys on here. Maybe I do another one. 5 e to the 0.5x or something. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I don't like that. That's terrible, Jay. Yeah, I don't like it either. So you might recall doing this back in the day. You could scooch that function over a ways, and like maybe I like that better. I mean, I don't like it enough. Oops. There we go. And so you recall, all that's doing is shifting the function to the right, 4 units. I'm like, okay, cool. Now look at this. This is a region in here. Yes? See that little region in there? How would I find the area? Well, it'd be green minus orange from 0, obviously, to over here where they cross one another. Okay? I'm going to find the area of this region. So what I'm in essence be doing is building, if you will, a tile floor. So maybe I'm going to do this guy, x cubed. I don't really like that. So I'm going to shift it over a ways, minus I don't know, 4x. I kind of like that. Sort of. Not really, though. If I make the whole thing negative, well, you can do whatever you want, friend. It's your problem, not mine. Like, oh, just gross. I don't like that one. Okay, so, don't use that one, okay? You can do what you like with these guys. I, honest to God, don't care. And you're like, well, maybe I do this. Okay, that's pretty, oops, cubed, I said. No, cubed. Nice. And you're like, hey, I kind of like that, Jake. Good for you. Good. Good. Now, down in here, notice this region down here. The orange function is the ceiling function, the top function. 0 is the bottom function until I get to here. You with me? I need to drop a vertical line here. I'm going to find this piece right here. And then from here to here, the green function, you see, is the roof of the ceiling function, and this bottom 0 is the bottom function. And then from here to here, the purple is the top function. Now, in this little region up in here, orange is the top function and the green is the bottom function until, well, from, I should say, here, until you get to here. Okay? And then you're going to drop a straight line down, and then it's going to be purple and then green. And this is purple being the top function, and this being that function. You may not like this function, so, well, get rid of it. Nobody cares. You do you, friend. Well, yeah, maybe we try 3x. Cool. That's gross. Plus 7. Plus 8. Okay, cool. Well, I like that. Well, that's nice. That's pretty. I like that pretty well. And then, so that's right now, that's 1, 2, 3, 3 functions. So I'm going to get a couple more here, maybe. You can't use mine. I mean, obviously, I can't keep you from using e to the x, for God's sakes. But obviously, I want you to come up with your own, so it's not the same exact function as mine. That's really lame, actually. So there's that guy right there, for instance. Okay. And then maybe I do a little one over here in the corner, and you do you. Again, I honestly do not care. This actually would be kind of nice. So I have this function down here. Excuse me. Woo! And so from the orange function is from there to 1. This little region in here is bounded only by the orange function in the bottom axis down here. And then from here at 1 over to here, the orange function is the top function and the blue is the bottom function. And then from here all the way to the end, green is the top and blue is the bottom. And then there's a little bit underneath the blue function as well. You can see that from 0 over to 10. Now what I've just made here is in essence a tile, like a bathroom tile. So a person could color that in, make it look all pretty and stuff. But all of the little regions in here had better add up to 100. Little word to the Y's in here. There's actually 2 regions in this upper point. There's from 0 over to here, where the top function is 10, and the bottom function is this black sine function. And then from 5.0 to whatever over here, this 10 is the top function and orange is the bottom function. Okay, so be aware of those. Again, the totals of your areas better be 100. If it's not, well, keep track of that and we'll figure out why later on. If it was me, I would color every different region a different color. So there'd be 2 different colors up in here. Just kind of shade them in. I don't care if you do this on, if you print this out, I would print this out on a sheet of paper and use color crayons or colored pencils or whatever you happen to have handy. Okay, doesn't have to be fancy, Sharpie, whatever. It doesn't matter. But keep them so they're different colors. When you're all done, you're going to take a picture of this and do something with it. So that's going to be part of it. So that's number 1. Well, and kind of number 2. I'm going to get rid of one of these zeros because I'm a nice guy. Part of that is because Desmos already rounds to the 4th decimal place, and it's not going to be very, that's not going to be that close, actually. Make sure you do a nice coloring job. Okay. So I want you to choose the function that is the longest in the window and find out how long it is. Jay, what do you mean? So if it's me over here, I'm thinking this black function is by far, if you straighten it out, is by far the longest function. Because it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, a zillion times before it gets over here. Whereas this green one is kind of stretched out. And I think it's probably longer than this guy too, but you know, maybe I'm wrong. What I want you to do is find the arc length of this guy here. Okay? Now, when we get to arc length, which is the last week, I will show you how I want that done. So when you get there, I will show you how we're going to do it. And again, you don't know it yet, so don't fret about it. We're going to find that though. Okay? And then does it seem reasonable? Okay, well if you said the arc length on that black function, if you said that if you follow this black line up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and you said it was 7, you're an idiot. No, that's not nice. You're not right. No, it doesn't make sense, Jay. Because from here straight across to here is a unit of 10. You with me? So this obviously has to be bigger than 10. Okay, so that's what I mean by is it reasonable? Okay. Now, so what we're going to do here is this. I want you to pick. So we're going to reflect 2 equations into 2 equations into quadrant 4. Okay. Oh, actually, that's what no. Reflect. Let's do it this way. Reflect. Oh shoot. Redo. Reflect those functions, those equations, into the quadrant 4. Now, how do I reflect things into quadrant 4? Okay. Well, we need to make them y. So, for instance, this blue guy right here. Boom. See, I just reflected him. Now he's in quadrant 4. You need to do that for all of them on a separate sheet of paper or a separate Desmos picture. Okay. Now, here's the game. When you transfer, let's say, I'm going to look at this region right here. It's going to be the same picture down here in quadrant 4. Yes, it's just going to be flipped over. I want you to show me algebraically. That means do not do the integral. Show me how you know that algebraically I will get the same exact area in that set. Only one of them. Do not actually do the integral, please. Okay. Now, we're going to find one of the regions bounded by two functions. So again, I'm going to pick on this one down here, this guy right here. I'm going to pick on that guy, and I'm going to wrap it around the x-axis. And I'm going to find the volume that's generated by wrapping it around that x-axis. Now, I've put in a link to this. Open here. I put in a link to this Desmos app. And so here it is. And this is where you'd put in your functions. So for mine, it's going to be cosine of x plus 5. Nice. And the other function we said was, what did we say it was? I forgot what I said it was. 5e to the 0.5 x minus 4 or something, I think I said. Nice. So that's my region right there, and now I'm going to wrap it around the x-axis. So to do that, you come down here, click on this guy, and it'll roar. I said click it. No, wait, maybe I clicked the wrong one. Did I click the wrong one? Oh, it's right here, this one. So what it's doing is it's wrapping it around the x-axis. Okay. Now, you can come up here on this guy here, I think it is. No. It's this guy. No, I lied to you. Don't do that. Don't touch those guys. Don't touch those guys. Wrong one. I get down to where I actually want to be at. Oh, here it is. View. It's on the view part down here. If you go down here and grab this guy, you can turn it around sideways and see it. Okay, so you go back up to this guy and let it go all the way around. And you can see that it forms a disc and a washer. Well, that's actually a washer. Okay? So I want you to take a screenshot of this, and so a lot of you know snipping tool. That's great. If you have a Surface Pro, you can just copy it. If you have old school, if you hit print screen, the print screen button, you'll copy that. Save that picture because I want to show you what to do with it in a little bit. Okay? Now, yeah, back into here. Now we're going to find one of those regions, like the one above. We're going to wrap around the y-axis. Well, son of a gun. Do we have the same sort of deal? Yes. But this time around the y-axis. And so in this given, this is where you change your functions. So this is what they are right now currently. And then you can come down here to where it says play, and it'll wrap it again. I said it would. Why didn't you wrap? There it goes. You see that? And so that's kind of neat. Whatever. You'll wrap it around, and you're going to find the volume of that guy. Okay? And you can take the screenshot of it. Okay? And so the way to catch that, if you come down here to view, you can click on this alpha dude, I think. Yeah. Well, I said you could. I don't know. Maybe this is this one, actually. Yeah, it's this one. There you go. You can spin it around and get a better picture of it. Okay? Take a screenshot of that. Copy that as well. Okay? Then, again, I don't care which ones you choose to do. So, again, if on the original function you stick with this guy every time, that's fine. That's fine. You cannot use this region down here where it's just a one function. I want it to be a region between two functions. Okay, and then it says, what's the average distance between the two functions you used in region in number 7? Well, I want to know what is the average distance between these two guys. Well, we just did that last chapter, so that should be an easy function to remember. Does it make sense? And then we're going to create a Google site. Now you're like, I've never done one of those. Aha! Coolest thing ever. So it's the 21st century equivalent of a PowerPoint, only better. So I'm going to log into the Portland State Google, but any Google will work. You have your home Google, any Google Gmail will work. So I don't want to be in the mail though. I have to be in the mail. All right. Okay, so it should work now. Yay! Alright, so go into new, and then right here it should say sites. Do you see that? If it's not there, you can also click on into the drive, and then go to new, and in here, under more, you'll see it show up down here, okay? So, I don't care which way you go, just make sure you get here. Okay? Sweet. So you can change the title page, do whatever you like. You can change the image on the back of it. You can just have a good time. Take the tour or don't take the tour. I really like this because it is so easy to work with. Okay, God help me, I'm all about easy. Again, I'm going to print screen on this picture. Now, you pick your favorite way to do this. Maybe I save it here, paste, and save as tile maybe, yeah. And then I'm going to save that baby on my, well, I'll put it in here first, I guess. Doesn't matter what you save it as, per se. PNG, JPEG, it's all the same as far as I'm concerned. Now, in your Google Drive, you're going to want to create a new folder. So down in here anywhere, if you just right-click and go to New Folder, and then put Project on this, or similar. I don't really care what you call it. It's your folder, not mine. Right-click on it. If you go up here to where it says Share, and then Advanced, and where it says Private, you're going to put On the Web, and then hit Save, and then hit OK. If you put everything that you do in this folder, it'll work so much better for you, okay? It's just one less thing to hassle with. If everything goes into that folder, you're good to go. Oh wait, I need pictures. All right. Well, supposing this was the picture, I don't remember where the other one was. Where did it go? I can't find it. This is terrible. All right. Well, I won't put that one in there. I'll put this one in here. Sure. I don't know, but whatever I'm doing, I'm going to put it in here. Okay, Jay, I printed off that Desmos, and I colored it on paper. Good, take a picture of that. All the writing I did to do the integrals to find the area and the arc length and the volume. Good, take a picture of that too, and take those pictures and put them into the shared folder. Okay, if you decided that you wanted to use, if you ended up using Excel or some other program, anything that you're going to put on the website, put into this folder. That make sense? And so that way, it's a quick way. Everything then is perfectly shared, and so that when we go to use the site, it'll turn out good. So Jay's project. You can't use apostrophes. Is not happy about that. Tile, whatever. If you click on here, there's about 80 million different things you can do. I'll show you a couple of examples of kids that have done some for other classes for me. If you double click here, there's 5 options. That's it, baby. 5. It's so easy to think about. If you wanted to embed a Google site, I mean, you could actually embed the Desmos things that you did. That's kind of cool. If you wanted to do that, like this guy right here, you actually could just copy this, copy it, and you should be able to go right here to embed, paste that URL in, and I want the whole page, thanks. Cool. And okay. Boom. Okay. And so now I should be able to, when we get to this in a minute, you should be able to view that and actually dynamically move it. That's kind of neat. Okay. So that's one thing you can do. If you want to do it more on this page, you can put a text box. This is for number 2 or whatever. Okay. You can do what you like on that deal. I don't really care. If that's something that makes you happy. You can also click on pages. New pages, page 2, whatever, and then double click, and then I'm going to put a picture in. So all my pictures are in Google Drive. I'm not going to upload anything, and I'm not going to go to images on the web for this particular thing because it's just too easy. Everything I do, I'm just going to put in my Google Drive in that shared folder. So I just click on it, and you can either click and drag and pull it in like this, and then hit insert. And voila. Alright, whatever. I'm not really sure why that's red there. That's odd, but okay, whatever. And then if you come down here, if you want to put another one on, you can just also just click on the one that you want. Boom, and you can again make it bigger, smaller, and then you can click on that, and you can go in there and crop it and frame it, and there's a bunch of other stuff you can do. Yeah, I don't know, add a caption. Sweet tractor, bro. Or whatever it happens to be. Okay, so that's the kind of thing I want from you. I want all to be laid out in one of these spreadsheets, or in one of these file folders. Okay, I want you to have a little fun with it. It's kind of a fun project, and then you're just going to put it in there. You won't know how to do surface area yet, and you're learning volume this week, so be aware of that. Don't panic. You can get started on the areas. You can get started on all that this week, but just be aware that that's coming down the road. Now, when you're all done, you're going to click on, and when I mean all done, I mean all done. You click on Publish. Okay, right here where it says anyone at Portland State, you need to click on Manage. And then we're right up here in the top one. Click on this. Sorry, right here. Where it says, when it's published, anyone can find and view at Portland State. But I really want anyone on the web can find it, okay? Because what I've had trouble with in the past is when I do this, if people don't share it outside of our thing, so whether it's Portland State or PCC or at the high school, I can't view them. I can't view them. So here's what you do. So click on Publish, okay? And then when it's all, again, that's all done. If you add anything after that, just hit Publish again, okay? So if you change anything after you publish, just hit Publish one more time. Click on this link, copy this link, and then send me that link in an email. And make sure that you follow up with me to make sure that I got the email, the link works, okay? So right now I'm going to go to another browser that I have not logged into. I'm not logged into this browser at all. And this is what I would do to check myself. So in this browser, I am not logged in as any of my Google accounts. Certainly not the Portland State one. So if this takes me to the appropriate page, that means I published it correctly. Okay? If I didn't publish it correctly, it won't take me to this page. See, this is what it looks like. Okay? And this is page 2. I'm not sure where page. Oh, there's home. Home page. That's the home page. And then on this home page, again, we embedded this site. So this is where a kid could go in and actually, this is what I kind of like, because when I have kids do it for my physics class and stuff, they embed some of the stuff that they've done, so I can watch videos, be it a YouTube video or whatever it happens to be. Okay? And so that's pretty neat. Again, if this works in a browser that you are not logged into, it should be right. Okay, now, let me just show you one thing though. I am going to add another page, blah, whatever. And down here, I'm just going to double click, and I'm going to go to my Google Drive. But I'm going to click on one of these pictures down here, like this. You see this? And insert it. Notice how it's not in the shared folder. You see that? So this is not shared with anybody. It's just mine, or somebody else shared it with me maybe, but I won't be able to see it. Okay? Now, if I go back over here, I'm like, well, what if I refresh this page? Will a third page show up here? And the answer is no. You need to publish it again. So I click on Publish. Okay? And again, that's only because I added that. Now if I refresh now, the third page will show up. Sweet. But when I click on it, no fart. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. Let me try another one. What was supposed to happen is something bad. So let me pause you for a second. Okay, so I'm back. So over here, I'm just going to come down this page a little further, double click. I'm going to add from Google Drive. But I'm going to come up here and I'm going to find this spreadsheet right here. Okay, I'm just going to put that spreadsheet in. And in theory, because it's not shared, at least I'm pretty positive it's not shared, it should not show up on this when I refresh. And I hope it does. And don't work. Please don't work. Don't tell me you're not going to work. God dang it, I think it's going to work. Okay. Well, what will happen down here is usually it'll say this document is not shared. It's not shared. You can't view it. Okay. So I think it's actually kind of working, which is annoying. It usually just says Google across here, and it says this image is not viewable. All right. I'll actually show you one that looks like that in a minute. Yeah, here's one where the girl did not actually hit publish, and so this is what happens. That's kind of what's supposed to happen. Or one of these, like this one here. Here's where it should. Oh no, that's not what I wanted either. Hang on. It's also a problem. It's a different kind of problem because it wasn't shared correctly, and so I wasn't able to view it. This is a pretty sweet one. This is what they kind of look like when they're done. This is one where they've added different things for the different labs. They've added backgrounds and stuff. Here's some simulators that she's added. You can actually go on them and learn how to do different things. That's what's kind of neat about these. Here's some sound experiments that we did. Oh, because they're underneath. That's what it is. There. And so you can set these up pretty neat and kind of go crazy with them. This is some of the feedback, some of the data that they got. Trying to find one where she had. I'll see the one in there where she had it. We had one where she had the this is probably the best one, but she had YouTube videos, linked in there, and so this one might actually have it. This kid's, like I said, this kid's probably the best lab person I have this year. He's just incredible how they've done it. So you can embed YouTube videos in the actual folder too, whatever he makes. Okay. So it's kind of a neat deal. This is kind of what I would like it to look like. I can't find one right now other than that one I did myself where it doesn't show up perfectly, which figures because normally there's always some kid that didn't do it right, and so it'll say things like not published or something. But that's the game. Okay? Alright, hope that helps and have a little fun with this project. It's a good time.